So for me, reality is both rich and also mysterious. On the one hand, we have material things which have their own kind of self-substantive kind of reality, and yet do not explain higher, more abstract things. And then we have intellectual realities, which are also real, and, as I said, cannot be explained by matter, and yet seem to be more than themselves, and so possibly open to us a realm that is beyond us, beyond our penetration. I would include in the real thoughts, language, imagination, mistakes, differences. So that's the kind of things that I think are real. But the important thing for me is that we don't get to it by a subject-object dualism. And I'd like to explain it in terms of a story from an unfinished novel by the German philosopher Novalis called Heinrich von Ofterdingen. There's a scene when the protagonist has a dream. And in his dream, he comes upon a flower. And the flower begins to move. So the flower begins to move from being an object of the real to being a subject. And in fact, it begins to grow a face. And as he looks on that face, he begins to desire it. He begins to feel that great German Sehnsucht or longing. And the object leads him beyond it. And so it seems to be very important that we don't see the real as the object of ourselves as visitors from outer space. The story also shows that to be real is to manifest. In fact, that's what the real is. It is what manifests itself to us. And again, I would seek to avoid a very extreme phenomena-noumena distinction, the idea of phenomena as the things that we experience with our senses, which are totally under our control, and the noumenal, which is somehow completely inaccessible in that mode of apperception. And it seems to me that we have to trust the real. And that in a sense, because things manifest themselves to us, that is the real. The real is that manifestation. So it's not just something hidden behind, it's a kind of density of that manifestation. In fact, I believe that actually the real is oriented towards being known by us. That'll do.